Guys, so I took a test for the Myers-Briggs type indicator, and my personality, which constantly changes, as you grow and all of that, kind of got tied down to an INTP, which is an introversion, intuition, thinking, perceiving personality. And I'm kind of just reading off of Google here, and then I'm going to talk about how I personally relate and just things I've noticed over the years. Says, what is INTP relationships? The INTP's dominant function of introverted thinking is best matched with a partner whose personality is dominated by extroverted thinking. The INTP-ENTJ match is ideal because these types share intuition as a common way of perceiving the world, but INTP-ESTJ is also a good match. Right now, I'm currently single. I've been single for like 2 years. It was kind of funny because in high school, I didn't have a boyfriend, or middle school really. I had been asked out, but I was really shy, and I don't know, by the end of high school, I just got bold and I joined a dating app, Badoo, and I met this really cool guy. Like, he was so sweet. He would give me rides all the time, take me out to restaurants, all that, and I don't know, I felt the need to show him my true colors, as stupid as that sounds. So, like, I would kind of, like, I already admit I'm kind of, like, slow a little bit, but, I would, like, do things on purpose to, like, re-emphasize that, I wasn't gonna be the family wife he expected. He was kind of from a traditional Latino family, but he adored me a little bit too much, though, now that I think of it. Anyway, after that, though, I had another guy flirt with me, and after we broke up, and he didn't even really take me on a date. He just took me to a park and tried to fill me up, and I was not for that. And then the third guy was actually a lot nicer. Like, I met him at Job Corps, and he was, like, really cute. Like, he was, like, I don't want to say the cutest guy, but he just was cute. And he was kind of like a player type. Like, he could be a player if he wanted to, but he was just really dominant and protective. And so, at Job Corps, at first I thought, why would a guy like that want to be with me? And so I thought he was cute, but I didn't really talk to him. And I noticed he told me things like, I have a nice smile. And even though he was very flirtatious, he still wasn't all that flirtatious. Like, he never really said that I was his girl until, I was his girlfriend. So before that, he kind of just looked at me from time to time, but didn't really, like, do anything too dramatic. And when we got Job Corps, he just thought the place was rude, and he liked the basketball team, but he wanted to leave, and he asked me if I wanted to go with him. And I said no, because Job Corps was, like, the smartest thing for me right now. Like, I wasn't going to risk running away with him and throwing away my future, which I'm glad I ultimately did. But, I'm looking at my future now, and I kind of wish I had stayed with that first guy that would have done anything for me, no matter who I was, because, like, now I'm accepting that, there's things that I'm kind of slow about, but I still want to be loved, I still want to be treated with respect and have someone who supports me and laughs with me. And the third guy was pretty great. He just, I think he needed a reality check of who I was. The first guy too, but the first guy had to have some knowledge that he didn't care, because, I really emphasized my bad qualities with him to kind of give him a reality check, which I feel like everyone told me to do that, but it wasn't a smart decision for me, because I made things just so much more worse and embarrassing than they needed to be. Like, I got high for the first time with him and I like freaked out, though the freaking out wasn't on purpose. I legitimately just don't even remember. But anyway, which is kind of dumb now because now like I smoke weed and do all kinds of stuff and I feel nothing. I don't feel crazy or out of control. I definitely don't feel like most people don't, like 420, bro. But anyway, the INTP personality type is fairly rare, making up only 3% of the population, which is definitely a good thing for them, as there's nothing they'd be more unhappy about than being common. See, this is something that I get as an Aquarius, that I don't want to be like everybody else. It's constantly applied to my sign, but like, I'm African American, I'm a female, I'm an only child. Like, I don't want to be as rare as it gets because sometimes I just want to be normal and fit. And not that those things aren't normal, but you know, I don't even have a sense of why people really get irritated with me and all that. It's really hard for me to be patient with those people, and it says that we can be condescending, like, as INTPs, and I'm kind of condescending towards those people. Not in a very extreme way. Like, I know people that they yell at their boss, or they, you know, say my boss made me uncomfortable or whatever. I'm never the type to do that, but if, you know, you have someone who's a very fast-paced, you know, personality type, competitive, like my mom, and here they are getting upset over something like, you know, a competition or whatever, something to impress people. I could care less. Like, I'm gonna try my best, but if I screw up, I don't believe that I should be embarrassed or, you know, just, I don't know, those people are dramatic to me. And when I was on Camp Crow, which I'm not supposed to talk about, but I was almost told to shut up on a daily basis. Like, I was told, you can't say this in front of this boss, and, you know, you gotta watch what you say, and you're not good at making decisions, and all these things. And it's kind of funny because, like, at my other jobs I was like, I was like a baby. Like, I didn't know common sense things. Like, I remember at McDonald's, I handed an elderly person a coffee without a lid, which is kind of funny because when I was on Camp Crew, they didn't have lids either. But, you know, they would make stupid mistakes like that. And Camp Crew, I told everyone ahead of time how I was. And I was really, like, I didn't get into the drama of things. Like, if my boss yelled at me, I wouldn't rant about it. I would try and stay focused. But, you know, here I was constantly, you know, told, like, oh, you want to take a shower? Maybe the boss wants to take a shower. Or, oh, you know, you want to do this or that. And, like, not even, like, taking breaks or eating. Like, I would purposely put myself last as far as those things because I don't need those things. But, you know, I'd ask a question and it would be considered rude because it was in front of this person or that person, even though that boss didn't seem to give a shit or was never around. But anyway, just reading more things. I need to work on overthinking, not being observant, which is kind of weird because INTPs are withdrawn and absent-minded, but at the same time, we're really, like, aware of, like, emotional things, yet we're still insensitive. Like, we can just be basically in our own little world, which kind of, like, makes me think of autism. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know, because I don't really know much about autism. Like, contrary to popular belief, I'm not autistic. I definitely have a disability, but it would probably be closer to something like ADHD or just difficulty comprehension, as the Army told me, rather than autism, because I love to communicate, and I don't know, I'm very, very just, out there and all over the place, but you know, I can get in my own little head. Like, that's what keeps me happy. We're like right now with all the craziness going on, not knowing how I'm gonna work and how I'm gonna do college. I kind of like to just listen to music, watch music videos, and zone out. It's just the best career for us would be technical writers. I don't see myself being happy doing that. I mean, I could do moderate because I'm pretty good with language, but yeah, I want to be a special education teacher, assistant, and really help people, but at this point, I don't know, because I can barely do college and a job at the same time. I'm still in college. Haven't been knocked off yet, so, but, you know, definitely at the tipping point. I don't know. Personally, and this is just not INTP things, this is just me in general, some of the things that interfere with my relationship are constantly traveling, acting crazy, whether joking wise or to prove a point, like and throwing people under the bus, like not even intentionally. Like, I'm not one of those people that intentionally causes drama, but you know, I remember when I was on camp crew, I was constantly told, you know, who taught you how to do this, who taught you how to do that, and I said you know, oh, this person, and then I would laugh, and it was like, this person did show me how to do it, but I shouldn't have blamed them. It was a lame joke, and I would get called a liar, so that's not good. Not knowing how to do stuff, which I try, but it's hard when people constantly give you shit. Playing dumb. Sometimes I play dumb because I would watch, like, reality shows, which I want to say have no effect on me, but, and, you know, everyone watches them, so I don't think they should be banned or anything, but sometimes I would kind of act like that. And reality in the real world, we don't fight, we don't get to do whatever we want like those shows. So that's just reality. And I fear for this generation with people like the Catch Me Outside girl and all that, but I don't know. I guess I push people away and I'm overly intellectual, but I can be aggressive, and I don't say that as like an SGW, social justice warrior. I definitely was never that, but you know, I kind of get very angry with people, like roommates and things, and kind of just give up and yell, which I guess sounds like nonsense to them. I kind of feel like people pretend to not understand me more than they do. But yeah, it makes me look like a fool in the end if I'm yelling, even though I am human and everyone has their moments. Just some stuff I need to work on, and I don't know, I really hope I can find the career that I want, or at least stay busy and live this life. I'm gonna make a video about being an Aquarius North Node, which I don't have an Aquarius North Node, I have a Virgo North Node, but just more personality stuff. And yeah, I want to find a relationship with someone who cares about me, and I just want to improve myself before I leave this earth. That is important to me, and I love God, love peace, everything. Oh my God, I'm trying to turn it off and it won't turn off.